is 10. Hi, good morning. It's 9:28 a.m. Tuesday, February 18th, 20. Is it the 19th? February 18th, 20. Yeah, that's correct. Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. I'm Shantae J. Good morning. I've been talking live since this morning around 4, 5 o'clock this morning, something like that. And, but yeah, so I'm just going to pick up where I left off. I had no idea what I was going to talk about this morning. I go live, and the only thing I'm thinking about is old school R&B. Because last night I watched the Temptations movie, and and Rick James, that documentary was on YouTube, and yeah, so I woke up this morning. Then I dozed off, and I woke up this morning. I guess around no, it's around 4. It was a little after 4 a.m. I was hearing Temptations. I'm trying to remember the song. Hold on, what was that? I forget. Anyway. So somehow or another, I went off on a whole other tangent. So I started talking about health and fitness. I don't know why. But anyway, so I'm just gonna pick up where I left off. I was talking about, I'm from the South, and soul food and health and wellness is more of a lifestyle than like a resolution. And I know because of my own personal thing over the years. And I was talking about it. Well, anyway, I was talking about, so I learned over the years out of necessity how to cook stuff that is something, I would say soul food, versions of soul food, but that are healthy and very inexpensive to me. For a period of time, what I started cooking mainly, I was like lean meat and vegetables. I go to the supermarket and bags of salad, 2 for $5. So I'm like, what am I gonna do with this bag of salad? So then I start buying bags of fish. You know what? Buying bags of fish, and or sometimes I would buy whatever type of meat was on sale. But what I discovered that that the salad tastes better. I don't know if it's called a warm salad, but that's what I was calling it. So it tastes better. I tried it with steak; it don't taste good, but it definitely is great with fish. Fish, if you want to cook fish or pork chop, fish or chicken in a nonstick pan and cut it up and put it over the salad. And then it was like because it was inexpensive, it was filling, and then it was flavorful. Because then I got the chance to experiment with different types of dressings and things like that. So when I started experimenting with the different types of dressings, it made me feel like a sweet tooth, kind of. And I discovered my favorite types of dressing. Growing up, $1,000. And then when I left the household, the other generation ranch, they put ranch dressing on everything. Italian maybe when I was a teenager. Not French. It's my favorite type of dressing now. And but yeah, so I got a chance to experiment with different types of dressing. So it was like the vegetables, the salad, it was healthy, and then the lean meat, it was like a good form of protein, and then to add flavor, I was experimenting with different types of dressing. And then I was like, something else that's cheap, cabbage. You know what? You can never have too much cabbage. So I'm like, I'll go to the supermarket, I get cabbage. Any cabbage, because once again, I'm sticking to like lean meat and vegetables. So I get like a couple heads of cabbage, and once again, whatever type of meat is on sale. And I cut the cabbage up, and I wash it, and I the meat, and I season it, and I put it in the pan, add a little seasoning, put it in the oven, cook it together, the cabbage and the meat, and bake it 350 for as long as I wanted to. And it's great, it's flavorful, and it's healthy, and it's cheap. So I ate things like that for a very long time. And then where I'm from, I'm big on beans. So then I started experimenting different ways to cook. Goodness, lima beans. You know what? Yeah, baby. Because when I was younger, I didn't like I didn't like lima beans. But then I found some in the cabinet. My aunt had some, and I'm looking at the bag, and it said, "Wait, pre-soak." I'm thinking lima beans. You gotta let them things cook all day. No, the hell you don't. You get up in the morning and you pick the beans. If you know what I mean, you say pick them. I don't have nothing to show you. You get up in the morning, you pick the beans, and you put the beans in some warm water and let them sit till around lunchtime, 4 to 6 hours. If you do it just like that, it don't take 45 minutes maybe for them beans to get done. So what I'll do, I'll get up in the morning, I'll pick my beans, I'll rinse them off, I'll put them in some warm water on the counter, cover them up, and then in like an hour or two before I'm ready to cook, I'll get my I was cooking smoked ham now. Smoked turkey too, depends upon what I'm cooking. But if I'm making lima beans, I'm definitely going to use smoked ham. I take the smoked ham, rinse it off. Because I don't trust you. Say to the supermarket, you ain't got to wash it. You do things your way, I do things your way. I'm going to take it out of the pack and I'm going to at least rinse it off for something like that. Make sure it's clean. And I'm going to put the meat in the pot. And and covered meat, and maybe a little bit of onion, maybe some seasoning, maybe. But definitely the meat and a little bit of seasoning. And I let it boil because I want to eat the meat, the smoked meat with the beans, because believe it or not, it is healthy. And it is healthy. Only a lot of reasons because of the way I'm cooking. So I'll let the beans cook. I'll let the smoked turkey cook for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then I'll take those beans that's been soaking for like 4 to 6 hours. And I'll pour them over there 45 minutes later. It's a wonderful thing. It really is. You know what? And sometimes I cheat a little bit because I said I'm a corn-fed woman. I don't have no problems with that. I love my cornbread. You know what? If I'm not going to make a whole pan of it, when I was younger, my grandmother used to make fried cornbread. Some people call them fritters. I call it some people call them whole cakes. Right. Well, anyway, I just make up some batter real fast, fry a couple pieces of cornbread, and that's great. Or I'll get a big can of green beans. Green beans, string beans. I get a big can of green beans, and I open those, rinse them off. But before I cook those, this is when I get the smoked turkey wings. And I'm going to smoke turkey wings, and I'm going to rinse them off, and I'm going to put them in a pot, a big pot, cover them in water, season them, and let them cook for about 2 hours, about 2.5 hours. And then about an hour and a half. Then I'm going to take those green beans, open up the can, rinse them off, pour them over in the pot, and then let them cook together for like another hour and a half. That's a wonderful thing. And it's healthy. So I was cooking and eating things like that for a period of time because it was healthy and cheap, But anyway, that's about it. I think there's some other little things I used to do. I used to do over the years. And then if you ever see it, you don't have to do the whole cabbage soup diet. My mom told me about that years ago, and I was like, you know what? After I had my second oldest son, that's what she told me about. I love that damn cabbage soup. It's great. It really is. I've seen it on more so on social media than usual. I made that cabbage soup twice. Made it for myself, and then a friend of mine had it. They actually liked it because it's I take what did I put? I put at least onions and celery. And the bottom, well, it's a recipe on here on Facebook. But I definitely added tomatoes, and I definitely added the ground beef, the fire roasted tomatoes, and I definitely added the ground beef. And then there's just cabbage and vegetables. You can use onions and peppers, things like that, and bouillon cubes. It's like 1 bouillon cube per cup of water, and that's wonderful. And you can eat that as much as you want to. And I think it is very little calories or no calories whatsoever. And I still make that. I love that. I think before I left Baltimore, I was making that cabbage soup at least 2 times a month, 2 or 3 times a month. It's very inexpensive, great, flavorful, and healthy. That's it. Anyway, Shantae J, good morning. That's it. I'll talk to you later.